And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout by the offense.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Sends it back in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And the try is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Jacksonville State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
No, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon with the offensive lineman.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's high. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They've got a first down here to open the period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back at the 20. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And the Jacksonville State offense will take over. First and 10.
Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's good enough for first down.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Gonna run it. It's Lincoln. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Lacey. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And now this offense will take the field again. This drive will open from the 15. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's high. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They punt it away on 4th down. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. That's caught, it's Gilbert. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. This time it's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Wants to throw on third. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We are just about ready to start the second half. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright. Turning it on! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Lacey. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got his man. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tanner. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their
chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the ground, he's got it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about, man. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. The give headed toward right tackle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Lacey. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Gamecocks are marching down the field.
for the offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And they go back on top.
And how about that in the fourth quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's gone. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Motion from the back. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Now on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They booted away on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got it behind the line. It's gone. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's high. Across the 35. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Fires to the big fella. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Using his legs. It's gone. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On first down from the 13-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last timeout when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout by the offense.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this will be for the win. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play, but you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.